video for those specifically who went through overprotective families where you didn't have a lot of room for your own decisions, where you basically followed the school, you were a good student, you were a good kid, but then you realize that your ambitions are really high, but your skills and mental resilience are really low. So you give up pretty much quickly, and you think that the way you going through life right now is not gonna bring you to those goals. So I was exactly in the same situation. Basically, follow the script, follow the scenario, and I just realized that it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work this way. It's gonna take a lot of time, and I wanted everything and fast and right now. So that's why how I started to explore those self-development people, Gadji, Hormozy. I didn't watch Hamza. I mean, right now Mina is popular. Back then he wasn't that popular. So all those kind of creators. And I decided to, well, purchase the program. This is not an ad, by the way, just my personal experience. I know you guys gonna think I'm selling you all innovative programs. No, not at the moment. I decided to complete that agency accelerator back in 2024, and I failed completely. I gave myself too little time, just 3 months. Didn't exactly follow the instructions, thought I'm the smartest one, that my niche is super, and my niche was super limited, making websites for psychologists. So, see, and eventually I blamed the program, completely taking away my personal responsibility. I decided to check the program 2 years later. Surprisingly, steps are still reasonable. All you gotta do is just like follow them step by step and you will get the results. And give yourself much, much more time. That's it. And it happens pretty much everywhere. If you purchased any kind of educational course and you didn't follow the instructions, you didn't complete it, and you didn't give enough time, it's on you. It's on you, it's not on the program. So, what is actually happening in your case? Why is this happening every time you try to do something? You're trying to skip the stage. You're trying to reach certain goal, certain milestone with skipping levels. And that's the problem. You right now at the level 2. You're gonna go to the level 5 right away. And you're trying to bypass levels 3 and 4, and that's the thing about life. You cannot do this. You can go through the levels faster, but you cannot skip your life lessons. If you're gonna do this, you will eventually rise quickly, then fall back. Rise quickly, then fall back. That's why you notice a lot of people, they're living the cycles. Everything is good, then everything is bad. Boom, 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 boom. Emotional roller coaster, which is absolutely not the way to grow. You're gonna burn out completely, and eventually you're gonna fall so down, then you're gonna spend a lot of time down there. Two things. Two things that you gotta pay attention to, especially when you go from the level 2, is how consistent you are with completing your actions, because when you complete the actions, result is going to be just a byproduct. When you have a certain list of actions, you complete them, you know that will work. Eventually, you will get smarter. You don't even need to stress about it. You're not going to experience that guilt. And step number 2 is being honest with myself. So that's usually was my personal problem. I didn't really enjoy doing this. I only started doing well and much better when I started growing in my direction, where I'm actually the best, what I would be ready to do for the rest of my life. Of course, I'm gonna change the niche. For example, right now it's hypnotherapy and regression hypnotherapy. Maybe in the future, I'm pretty sure in the future I will work more with mysticism stuff. But I enjoy it deeply. And for you, you gotta find something like this where you will be able to grow and expand, and it's gonna be so fulfilling that you don't want to give it up. You won't give it up. Yeah, when you have certain list of actions to complete, when you're honest with yourself, it's just gonna work. So what is missing? Certain steps for the level 2. I actually wrote all the way down. I'm gonna share them with you because I want to. First thing first, it depends on 3 main components. You see, 3 main components. Check them out. Army mode, emotion release, and having fun in your life. I realize it's pointless to compare yourself to those crazy dudes because they're super interested in those things. And now, current stage, you want to focus on doing, regularly, consistently, and then making it more efficient. You need to get this ball going for at least 6 months. That's another tip for me. Stop thinking in the short form, start thinking the long term. Short term, long term. Yeah, 6 months, it's the minimum. Give yourself a year. Every time I always say, when it comes to sports, when I've been teaching kids how to play tennis, they were really, really annoyed. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not playing good enough. Ball is not hitting. I'm telling, give it a year. It's okay, you will get it. Give yourself time. That's okay to give yourself time. You just gotta make sure you use this time. You're not gonna skip because you don't have time in simulating activities, escaping, falling back into the crisis in the mode. So the army mode is where we report. Think for a second. If you spend time in community or even the church, simple example with the church, if everybody makes donation, most likely even you, if you don't want to really want to, if you don't want to make donation, you will still make it. Social pressure. Here, you make it controlled. You don't need peer pressure who discourage you to do things that you don't want to, but you gotta have that same pressure so you will do things. That's why I call it army mode. Back in school, we trained for this really well. We've got a teacher. If you're not going to complete the homework, you're going to get a bad grade. Then you're going to call the parents and you're going to get punished. Carrot and the stick. Same usually continues in college. The reason why I'm not against that strategy at the beginning stage, because you need results. You need practical, achievable, tangible results. If you have no results, you're going to be around pretty quick. What happens when we have results? We have motivation to grow forward. That's it. We're always going to be support ourselves by looking at the previous cases. It went successfully. Awesome. All we got to do is to continue. That's why, since you're used to it, we can fulfill it. Results don't care if how you achieve them. That's a great quote, by the way. Results don't care how you achieve them. If you have them, awesome. If you don't have them, that's a struggle. So here it's basically, it's report mode. You complete the most difficult parts. In the beginning, report, for example, to me, pum, 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 everything is settled. Day lived successfully. This day will matter in the long term. Maybe it's not going to be remembered, and pretty sure you don't remember a lot of dates, but it will have its own value. Yeah, so report system is done. For most of you, this would be usually enough when you start. But if you want to go deeper, I will introduce you the remaining steps. Yes, of course, I want to do this. Second thing is emotional release. You see, since you're not mentally and emotionally super resistant, there's something you need to understand. Our feelings. Our feelings are much stronger. They are irrational and they're always going to be with us. If you went through hardships, but through this hardship you got weaker, we need to resolve that. We need to release those negative things that holding you all together. Suppressed anger, suppressed guilt, feelings of this shame, huge, huge fear. Fear that's basically like stopping you completely. You're freezing and you can't move. You're getting so nervous, so angry. It's just unresolvable. In my case, it was when I was making videos, when I was just starting with them. I was so angry at myself. I was looking at that person and thinking, this is not me. I'm so much better. I can speak so much in a better way and about so many topics. The things changed when I realized I actually can't. I can, but only if I practice more. Only if I do the mistakes. Gonna look unnatural, gonna look artificial, but only that way you can find yourself. Still, I'm looking at the videos that I made a year ago and I see, I'm so like dense, so artificial. And even today, we watch some videos, I think, I feel like I'm acting. But without doing those steps, you won't move forward at all. Like, you're gonna stop at the same place. So emotional release, that's what basically I'm the best, resolving those negative feelings. The next one is having fun. Having fun. Step number 3, if you don't live the life, you will give up pretty quickly. You see, at this point of time, since you're level 2, you need to live. You won't experience life because you won't be able to experience in the future. The only way you can experience is only in the present moment. So if you always say, no, I always gonna grind, I always gonna do the thing, do the right thing, nah, it's not working this way. You gotta have the schedule where those times is gonna be available for you, where you're gonna do sometimes nothing, like jumping, doing weird things, coming with your friends if you enjoy them. But the idea is how you gonna filter it. You gotta live the life, but your main focus is gonna be on your actions. Having fun is gonna be like a nice bonus. The best thing is working with is going all together. The army mode, when you've got certain actions, that creates your confidence at the moment, long-term confidence. Emotional release gives you an ability to relax, to slow down, stop treating things like I want to like fight back, I feel so horrible, and the having fun is what reinforces all those two concepts. So yes, that's how we move from the stage 2 to the stage 3, and from the stage 3 to the stage 4. Supporting the mode, achieving the things. And again, I mentioned it before, results don't care how you achieve them. In your case, I'm the kind of guy who says use everything that is working. And when I say everything that is working, make sure it's not going to harm you in a negative way, because I know you guys are going to consume some stuff, ruin your body, and yes, you will lose completely. Yep, that's how we break it down. That's how we race. And in terms, I would say, certain actions that you need to complete, teachers, coaches, guys, let's be honest, you know what you're supposed to do. If you don't know, you'll find to learn. You'll find the resources to learn, YouTube to learn, so many free stuff available, paid things to learn. It's just the problem is you don't complete. Because let me give you a simple example. Let's say you're paying 5K for university. No, not even for university. Let's say for the some kind of program. If you knew that you will succeed, all you need is just to take the knowledge, implement it. You would definitely do it, because at the end you will get 15K. 15K is awesome, right? You will have it, I would say, for the rest of your life, at least. At least. So our goal is to fulfill that gap. Same with the programs. Fulfill the gap where you give up and where you stop. You just gotta lower the expectations, be a little more mentally resilient, so you're gonna face the challenges, you're not gonna fall back. And keep going without stopping. That's why it's so important to have either one-on-one calls, the best idea. I recommend it to absolutely anyone. Mentorship programs, live interaction, that's the idea. It's time for you to be honest if you truly can handle it on your own or not. Because if not, use people like me. We're here to serve you. Never give up. You can make it. You're awesome. You will succeed.